please log in to your ConnectEd McGraw-Hill account. You should find that your subscription to your teacher's manual is already in your account. I will use Glencoe Math Course 1 as my example today. I will locate my teacher's edition and I will go ahead and click on it. You can choose to take the short tour that they have created, or you can cancel that. A few areas of the screen that I would like to show you are all located up in what I call the hot dog or hamburger menu. And the first place we are going to go is class management. If you are new to Glencoe Math, you won't see any courses here. The first thing we will do is create our class. If you're a 6th grade teacher, you may choose to create an AM class and a PM class. If you are 7th or 8th grade, you may choose to do classes by periods. I will do period 1 for my sample. And I will select my grade level. Select Save. And you will notice now that for period 1, grade 7, I have the ability to add students. To add a student, you will click Add Student button. And I will go ahead and search for their last name. Now, any students with the last name Doe will appear down below. If they do not appear there, let's check the spelling of their name. If they are still not in the list, then contact Jolie or myself and we may get them added to the system for you. I noticed that my John Doe and my Jane Doe are both located in this list. So my next step will be to check mark the box in front of their name and select Save. From this screen now, after I have brought in my entire roster for period 1, there are a few things that I'd like to show you. First, you can view a single student's username and password. And you can even print them an individual password card. I prefer, however, to print usernames and passwords for my entire class all at once. And this would be something that I would keep in my teacher folder or my subfolder. To do so, I'm just going to select the print button. You'll notice now that this is an all student export. By that they mean all students that you have rostered in this class. Now what it will give me is a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, where all the students in my first period class are listed by first name and last name, their gender, and it will also include their username and their password. Lastly, your students will also show a student ID. Mine, however, are sample students, and so the student ID has been left blank. If you've made this class in error and you need to delete it, you may simply hit the Delete Class button. I'm going to go back to my ConnectEd homepage that shows my subscriptions. Because although we have a teacher book, you may not have access to your student copies yet. To do that, we will select Redeem Master Code. If you are new to Glencoe and you have just received your master code, you will type it in at this time. I do have to use the Tab button to move to the next box. Select Next. And we do want to select an end date as far out as we can go, which is August 31st of 2017, before we create that redemption code. The reason for that is so that students may access their online material and practice over the summer before they move on to 7th grade. So after we have selected our end date, let's create our redemption code. and click OK. I will click back on my Connect Ed, and if I scroll down, I should now see that I have the teacher's manual and I also have the student edition. The final step then is to assign that student edition to my students. To do so, I will locate the student edition and I will select Assign Content. I need to verify that yes, this is the student edition that I intend to give to my kiddos. And here I can assign this to every student that I have rostered at the same time. So this will do my AM and PM class all at once by selecting all classes in the drop-down box. As I scroll down, you'll notice that my Jane Doe and John Doe that I previously added are here. You will see all of your students at this point. You could select them one by one, but instead let's select the box that is in the dark gray header, and that will auto-select all of your students for you. By clicking Next, it will again ask you to confirm. Are you sure you'd like to assign this student edition to Jane and John Doe? And you would click Assign. The content was redeemed successfully.